Hello everybody, my name is Jordan Rebecca and my name is somewhere around here and my face is right here. So I thought it would be a good idea to end this year with a review of things that happened in 2016 to me. And John Green from the Vlogbrothers did a 2016 review as well for good things that happened to him, and I thought I would jump on the happiness train. So I thought I would do 16 things that happened in 2016. And so let's just jump right into it, I guess. First thing that happened in 2016 is that I started a YouTube channel. I started it, I think, on the 18th of January. Randomly, I had gotten into Tyler Oakley, and so I just decided why not, and I wanted to start vlogging and talking and making videos. Well, I did it really in all hopes to connect and get to know people better, just have a fun way to express myself because I love it and I always like finding new things to do. It's kind of a problem because now I like write, make videos, paint, draw, color, illustrate, read, sing in the shower, and dance in my room. It's plus school. So yeah, that happened. Second thing is I faced my fears, and that was my second YouTube video. I went to Cabela's and I tried to face my fear of taxidermy, which I thought conquered it, which kind of made me sad. It's a unique thing, and so I get to be unique again and feel special. Third thing is I also learned a lot about dating, and there will probably be more on that later. I learned a lot about dates. I learned a lot about the importance of acknowledging people's flaws and of realizing what actually is a date, and yeah, I feel like I've grown a lot and hopefully I can take the things I've learned into the future and make my life a little better. Fourth thing is I also finished my first year of college, so that's kind of cool. I'm in my second year right now. I did a lot of things. My second semester was definitely my favorite because I had mostly art classes and creative writing classes and communications classes, and those were all the things that I was interested in, and I felt like it was really just a good time for me to be able to explore things I'm interested in and practice and actually do it. And the classes were a lot smaller, and so I was able to get to know people a lot better and meet a lot of friends that I still talk to. It's crazy. I'm almost done. I'm almost halfway done with college. Like, just a little while. Just the other day I was starting high school, and now I'm like entering into the real world, and it's just weird. I've grown so much and I don't even know what's gonna happen. Okay, sorry, this one was a big rambling one, but that was a cool thing. And yeah, it just kind of blows my mind. I'm old. I just turned 20 actually. My fifth thing I did this year is I went to 3 countries. One may not count in this, and I'm not really counting it because I want to go back to that one. I went to Spain and Morocco for a study abroad trip for art, which I've talked about in multiple videos, at least 3. And on my way to Morocco, we stopped in the airport in Paris. So I guess I've been to France too, so 3 countries. Along with that, for my 6th thing, I spent the night in the Sahara Desert. I rode a camel for 2 hours. Really understand why they got that whole turban look going, because it keeps the sand out of your face. And if I didn't do that, I probably would have had sand in my mouth for days. And we fire danced around the fire. We stayed up and looked at the stars, and I saw at least 10 shooting stars, and it was the clearest I'd ever seen the stars in my entire life. It was beautiful. If you really want the feel for camels, ride a camel the day after you rode a camel. That's the real feel for camels. For my 7th thing, I swam in the Mediterranean, and it was awesome. It was probably the best place I've ever swam in the ocean. It was so warm, and it was so much fun. It was so great. The water was perfect and beautiful. I recommend it. If you ever find yourself in the Mediterranean, you should probably jump and swim into it. Now this is probably the coolest experience on my trip. I saw, for my 6th thing, I saw 34,000-year-old cave paintings. And it was just amazing to be able to stand in the place where people stood 34,000 years ago trying to do the same thing that we're doing. They were just trying to experience life and understand how to do things and take care of their people and their families. And one thing that I thought was really interesting was that the cave paintings aren't in like the living room of the cave. They're in the far back. The journey is life-threatening. It wasn't just something simple, and it was probably a ritual or big ceremonial thing to be able to go there. And it was just a really cool, unique experience. And then for my 7th thing, I got to go see Roman ruins, which is really cool as well because I love Percy Jackson and all those cool things. And it was funny after the cave paintings to go to the Roman ruins because you kind of realize you're like, oh, these guys were just the other day, like this will probably be us soon. I stood on the Roman road, which was so cool. My 10th thing I did in 2016 was I got surgery from a doctor that doesn't speak English. That was exciting. I got an infection in my arm and had to get cut open. I mean, it was just like super small, but you know. One thing when I got home, I showed my friends the Myers-Briggs personality test, which I've always loved ever since I was a wee little tot. And I used to be an ENFJ, now I'm an ENFP, and I love it and agree with it a lot. I love it when there's something that I've been saying and then I read about it. Wait, it's not just me. But yeah, my friends and I got all into it, and we'll just spend like 3 hours at a time talking about it and talking about ourselves and who we are and trying to understand other people. For my 12th thing is in my 3rd semester of school this fall, I learned about my love for advertising, which was kind of cool. I love art and literature and things like that, and this was my first time like realizing that there's an actual career that kind of circled everything I loved. Like I think making commercials and ads and even doing the research behind it is so interesting, and being able to make a message that actually has an impact. I'm applying into the major in January, so we'll see if I get in, and that would be really cool. For my 13th thing, I watched Stranger Things this fall 3 times. I watched it once for myself, once with my friend, and then half once with my other friend, and half the end with my family. I love that show so freaking much, and I'll probably watch it again soon because it's like the best. My 14th thing is that I dressed up as Princess Mononoke this year for Halloween, and it was awesome. I got so many people who recognized me, and I would hear people like whispering down the hallways at school like, oh, did you see her? She dressed up as Princess Mononoke, so cool. My cape would flow in the wind as I run to the bus because I'm late. My 15th thing I did this year is I guest starred on a podcast, which won't actually be out until January, but it's on my friend who is in multiple of my videos, and I've talked about it a lot, but it was actually super fun and I loved it, and I would totally do it again. I would totally make my own podcast if I felt confident in knowing that I knew what to talk about. I totally want to do it again, and I'm excited to see what next year brings. Hopefully school is manageable enough for me to be able to do things. Yeah. For my 16th thing, I just want a little shout out to my parents because for Christmas I got my dream camera. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted a camera like this. And this is a Fuji Instax Mini 90, which is like a classic, you know, it like prints the pictures. I've only taken 2 with it, but I love it so much. I just keep texting my friends, see if they want to go take pictures, but it's either raining or they're working. Yeah, who wouldn't want a camera that prints instantly? Like, what the heck? Why did we even waste our time? Anyways, so that is 16 things that happened in my 2016 year. And I know there's been a lot of negative things that have happened this year, but I like to focus on the positive, and I think it was a pretty good year, actually. Here's to 2017 being even better. Have fun, be safe, eat your vegetables, stay in school, do not drink and drive, cool cats don't smoke, girl just wanna have fun, be good at it, and I will see you later. Bye!